Hello everybody and welcome back to LMM, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing on the channel at the moment, how about giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to the channel to help us grow. Now I hope you've all had a good day yesterday. I hope you got what you wanted and managed to avoid any of those family arguments. Today we're going to be taking a look back at what I've been up to over 2022. First up was a thing I had promised never to do: buy a car produced in this millennium. £200 got me this Mini Cooper, and frankly it's been one of the best things that I have ever got. It's now won over 100,000 miles and it's still charging about. In fact, if you see me out and about filming, I'm most likely in old coupes here. It started off as a beta, but it's very much part of the collection now. I've been quite busy this year. I started off by driving the day after New Year at the East Anglian Rail Museum, and then going to the Great Central Railway's Winter Gala, a video coming soon, and then we followed it up to a trip to Doncaster for their model railway show. Where I entirely failed at managing not to buy anything from the many stalls and traders. It was actually a great day out with some of my mates, and the highlight of course was learning just how expensive O-gauge models were. Following that, I bought Trackwork to the channel as JD, Charles and I headed off to Corris and helped relay part of the railway into the station as part of the Corris remodelling, a section of line that I've since driven over, and let me tell you, that's one of the most scary things I've ever done, driving on the track that I laid. We returned home and called in at the Whitwell and Reefton Railway for their gala. And on the subject of railways, I started volunteering at the Statfold Barn Railway, so if you turn up, you never know, you might see me on the footplate there. This year saw me make my biggest vehicular mistake, and I got a very dodgy MGTF, but thankfully I managed to get that one all resolved, but lesson was very much learnt. And following the failure of that, LMM had its biggest landmark yet, as we crossed over the 50,000 subscriber mark, meaning that we have more people subscribed to the channel than live here. And in our big first meet of the year, I took the Skull to the Statfold Barn Railway's model railway event, something that we're returning to next year, so stay tuned for that. And thinking of Statfold, I got to take their work shunter out for a run too, something that I really enjoyed. In April, my computer failed, and I had to very rapidly learn what I was doing to repair the failed components. And as soon as that was resolved, in a first, I got invited to take some of my vehicles to a show, and ended up taking Humpty and Legacy off to Quainton Road for their transport event. And I also managed to get Humpty to work with the trailer. And thinking of trailers, that's how the Middies Dennis was delivered to Ipswich to take part in the Ipswich Felixstowe Road Run, and driving that, well, that was quite the experience. On the subject of road runs, I took my Mini to the London and Brighton Mini Run, with both the original and the more modern versions. Camping out in London surrounded by Minis and my mates was an amazing experience. Back at the EARM, I had one of the greatest honours that I've ever had when a fan of the channel asked me to drive his wedding train, and that is certainly one of my highlights of the year. I also got somewhere I've wanted to go for years, and that was Ducot, after we got invited to bring a selection of cars down to take part in their transport event. Super fun, and one of my mates even started volunteering as a result. Back home, me and Matt found another forgotten dump truck and quite quickly got it fired up and running again. And after that, Matt and I found an abandoned barn full of cars. And having managed to get some running, we purchased vehicles ready for Lemons the Third. And the episodes of that will be coming up later next year. Another big honour for me was to be asked to the Willy Railway to be their special guest for the Rail Oddities event and to narrate their cavalcade in typical Welsh sunshine. And from there, we took the pump trolley for a trip up the line, which was absolutely amazing. I also got to experience DCC sound-fitted locomotives for the first time after my friends at KR Models sent me a pair of GT3s to review, and that was a really great first. And another first was my first ever diesel gala at the East Lancs Railway after they invited me to attend theirs, and it was an absolutely cracking event. Following that, I managed to get out to Poland, and there are more videos to come from my adventure out there which will be released in the new year. Jupiter even managed to get itself out to an event and was named an honorary bus. In September, we had the Great Migration, the largest gathering of LMM vehicles outside the shed in the history of the channel, at the Emma Salata Gala, where a load of you guys turned up, and that was pretty super. I also walked around a station dressed like a porter from the old days with my recently acquired trolley. And after that, we headed off on Lemons. And that's what Matt's currently working on, and that should be with you early next year. On my return, I had the honour of being crew on the new build Chorus number 10 down at Alan Keith's yard, which was an amazing day out, and what an amazing honour to drive a brand new steam engine. And following that, I popped off to the North Yorkshire Moors for their gala. Once back home, I took a long, hard look at Jeb and managed to get it running again, and it was better than it ever had been. So I was very happy with that, and I remained happy until I took my friend's crane out on its first ever real trip, and it broke down soon after I set foot in the cab. Later in the year, I had turns on Seraphite at the Longshot Museum and crewed one of the engines during the East Anglian Railway Museum's gala. And after that, I walked around looking at a load of new buses. And a few weeks later, I was back in Birmingham again, meeting a load of you guys at the Lawrie show. I also started a new series looking at the remains of long lost railways. As winter really started, I went to Bressingham and enjoyed an evening with the place lit up after dark. I also got sent a steam engine, which is a great thing to build and review from my friends over at Sterling Kit. So believe it or not, this video was a lot harder to put together than I first thought. Mostly because I've been to so many places over this year and shot videos and not yet got around to releasing them, that going through everything and working out what you guys have seen and you haven't, well, that was actually quite the challenge. So to everyone who's invited and hosted us, thank you guys so much. LMM would not exist without you. You're wonderful people, and I'm so excited to be able to show what you guys do off on the channel. To everybody who's still waiting for a video, thank you very much for your patience. It is coming, I promise. Everything is in hand, stuff is happening behind the scenes, and I am working my way through the backlog content because, as you've probably seen, we've been quite busy and there's an awful lot of stuff. And to anyone who's sat there going, actually I think LMM would be quite good to come and review this vehicle or to see my railway or museum, get in contact. The email's in the video description. We'd love to come along and help promote your place, see it, and just generally be part of it. And to each and every one of you who have watched, subscribed and liked our videos, thank you so much. I'm getting to do some really stupid stuff, have an awful lot of fun, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you all so much for just being involved with the community and being a lovely community at that, watching the videos, liking, subscribing, and being part of what we do here. Let us know, what was your favourite bit of 2022? Let it in the comments. What was your favourite video? What's the favourite thing you saw us get up to? And with that, thank you all so much. Thanks for being part of LMM, thanks for watching, and of course, we wish you the very best for the new year and everything that LMM has to offer. And with that, goodbye guys. Enjoy what's left of 2022. I'm going to take this fine thing and go home.